when you see truth, you don't see the truth. You are only you are damaging yourself as well. It's a sin on you. If you have to be objective, when you see anything that is out of 290 and you say something forceful about it, it's a sin on you. That money they claim social security money for a kind of payment to people for less privilege or what was so called. I knew when that election was done in my area, and I liked it was across the whole Nigeria. And now I can confidently tell you, I have seen people who have collected that money. Madam, I have seen people who have collected that money, and they are not APC members. They are ordinary people in the streets. They come to different streets, different locations in the area, and they do the capturing. Can I even tell you that I was also captured in that same thing, in the same federal government aid to people. That's what we were told then. That government assistance grant or whatever, empowerment and so. I was also captured. But people who are captured alongside with us, who have done their own before our own set, I've seen people who have collected money. Madam, I'm not a pro government. I'm not a pro government. I'm not a second government. I'm an independent, objective person. I'm telling you that once I've seen something, and if I say falsehood about it, it's a sin. I'm not saying it to credit the government. I have seen it, and I told you I was also captured. But when they come to the area now, they said this is a government scheme for empowerment, for assisting, and people should go and register. And I registered that time too. Only for us to now be hearing that the later came back to revalidate that system again, which I also participated as well. But recently, in the last 3 weeks or a month ago, people who have been captured earlier before our own set have been, and they are ordinary people in my area. So I have nothing to do with government in terms of boosting their image. People who know me as an analyst know that I talk objectively. This woman standing last year, it was in the streets where they did the capture and everything. So it is not true that it's only APC. No, madam, it's not true. APC member may be there, but I've seen ordinary people in the streets who are not party members. There has no discussion of tribe, and have been paid. It was 70,000 they pay, and they gave us the name of the bank. They says they will even give them ATM to eat. And that is a global bank. They use to pay the money to, and they will call them when they are told to come and get it. And I've seen people have collected. I have not collected. So as far as that one is concerned, it is real. Whether they will not pay the rent, so I can't guarantee. Whether those people who have been paid are the only people they will pay, I cannot say that. They have seen people who have been paid, who have collected. Yes, God is my witness, and I cannot lie. Bible says Satan is the liar, and everybody who lies will end the head. I cannot see something that is true, and I will say it's false. It is a sin. I've seen it happen. I'm Mr. Ojolajide. I'm an analyst that people on different platforms. I've seen people who have collected, and not only APC members, ordinary people in the street. And I told you I was also captured in that scheme, and I've been revalidated. When they came for revalidation, I've been revalidated. I'm hoping that what is to get my own turn too. Maybe if I've collected, maybe I will now grant an interview that I will give you details. Yes, I've collected, but presently, I have not collected. But I've seen people who have collected that money, and they are not only APC members. Thank you very much.
What do you expect? I said this government is full of lies. They tell lies, they deceive Nigerians, they deceive people, they deceive the world. If they can deceive Nigeria, they don't have certificate. They deceive Nigeria, say they go Harvard University. They deceive Nigeria, they say they win an election. And election was about midnight when people were sleeping. Today they say our footballers, our ladies went to abroad, suffer themselves and win cup for Nigeria. Because in history, they come out and say they gave them $100,000 and Nigeria was jubilating. At the end, the captain came out and said, we did not see the money. That's lies. Today they say 25 million Nigerians have received 25,000 naira. Is that not so 100,000, 50,000? Are you know more of this 25 million Nigerians? Did you receive? God bless you. If he asked Nigerians, they did not receive. Maybe those who come out, whether they receive or not receive, it's all this APC, they injected lies on their body. They will come out because they feel like they can die for APC. People like Iwike, who are President Tinubu, President APC. One leg the PDP, one leg the APC. These are people who are telling the whole world that 25 million Nigerians have received. I want to ask a question now. Go to your community, go to your house. At least that 20 million, 5 million Nigerians. One of them in your community or in your place must have received the money. They did not. Nobody. So he's trying to deceive Nigeria. Is that our problem? Sending money to people's account. You are sending this money to your supporters who want to use for 2027. It's a full of lies. Lie. If you want to send money, I am telling you, Auntie, I have a BBN, I have a bank. Drop money there. I will come first and start sharp.
But they say they have the accounts where they pay.
Which account? I did not receive. Many Nigerians did not receive. Go to the street and ask them. This is a Lagos. Lagos most populous nation in Africa. All Nigerians. Ask many people in Nigeria in the street. Ask market women. When Osibajo was sharing market women at that time, many people received it. Many market women received. They were sharing it. We are seeing it. I mean, we see that the minister was carrying money on the hand and bags. They were giving market women. We saw that. So they just come and lie. See, this government is full of lies. Except those who are working with them, they tell you, bring your voter's card, bring your voter's card. They write your name. They will say they will send money to your account. It's their members. Maybe their member, they send the money to their members, not Nigeria. Go and find out, not Nigeria. It's their member. They don't, and most of these are members, they don't work anymore. They don't do work. They only wait for election time. They are deceivers. And is that you want to build this country? Is that you want to spend 8 years? Like Buhari wasted 8 years. Buturubu is going around pouring money everywhere. And Wike is there, bragato. And you just go to a state and put state of emergency because you love that state to siphon money in that state. Why can't you declare state of emergency in Osun State? Because Osun State don't have money. Why can't you declare state of emergency in Borno where they are killing people? Because River State has oil. You want to collect River State by force. Let me tell you, by force, by fire, APC will come out of 2027. I think that's my case.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See, the reality on ground now is that they want to occupy. See, they want to occupy first. They came through the back door. Somebody came and said, it is my turn, Emilio. At the end of the day, he's not capable of handling the situation of Nigeria. See, everything is disaster. Everything is zero. Nothing to write home about. So he's looking for all means. Now there is a language that I hear. Let's say 3 weeks ago, a friend of mine said, your NIN can give you money through APC. 70,000, just like what you have just said. And it's true, but what I'm trying to let you know that Nigeria, you can't buy Nigeria anymore. It's too late to cry when the hair is gone. Their days are numbered. You see, the Jagaba days is numbered. Nobody is even hearing his name anymore. You like to share the whole million. How many million are you going to share? Are you not supposed to use that money to develop Nigeria? Let Nigeria see the reality of who they are. We are not whom we are anymore because of the lion on the throne. The lion of body law is not in throne, and Nigeria is the disaster home. Wickedness in high places. In the history of Nigeria, Nigeria never experienced this kind of hardship. Can't you see? You hold 1,000, I can't even buy food for you. You go to your village, you can't go to farm. You even go to your village, where is the road? Okay, the president is there sharing money to come back by fire, by force. He's looking for wrong glitching. He's looking, see, God is watching the film. You see that last election. Many church, I was aware, many church were praying for peace because they see the handwriting on the wall that this man, if God doesn't give him the power, he can cause havoc. But now we have seen his capacity. He failed. Come 2027, and I believe Nigeria will be united against him. Not anybody, Nigeria against Jagaba, because Nigeria against Jagaba, Jagaba came. He came to destroy, to steal, and to kill. We are all witnesses. You see what's happening in Benue, see what's happening in Plateau State, see what happened in all Nigeria. Nowhere is peace. Why? And you want to buy us, you can't buy me. Likewise, you can't buy Nigeria, because Nigeria now, unborn child know that the president in charge of Nigeria is not popular. Nobody know him. He's wicked. You can't feed anymore. You can't even eat anymore. You can't even sleep with 2 eye closed. Where are they coming from? You like to spend 100,000. Things are fall apart. We collect it. Nobody even will collect it because we know when you collect at the end of the day, you suffer it. But now we have done wise. We don't be moved anymore because they turn electric to candle. They change the reality. Now it's suffering, no more smiling. Everybody just going. Everybody is like a government of its own because the government is not there to cater for you. So we all will rise up against him. See, it's just a scenario of what happened in Texas. See, now it's father, mother, youth, tata, and unborn. Against who? Against the APC-led government in Asuro. We are going to remove them. And we are not going to use violence. We are going to use one mind. Let him go. 100 million, no quick for your back. How you go say you win? And all of them go jump. But when time reach, they will run. How many they want to kill? And I believe, 100% believe that Nigeria must come back again to the reality of what God said they are. The lion when they there now, they are fake lion. They are not. They don't have to back. You say you are a body long lion, and now you are in Asuro. See what is happening. F9 parallel. No home. You should go. No matter the money is not relevant anymore. Life is more than money. You never even produce any amenity for Nigeria to live. You are sharing money. You are afraid. They are even afraid of themselves. They can't come out and say, hey, vote for me. It's not possible. It's not possible. Now, can you even campaign? It's not possible. Where are you going to campaign to? Are you going to tell the okay, how many people want to give money? If you give you the Ogba money, you don't can't give the Ogba money. You want to give them money, say, now zero. Because you're wrong. You fail. One day you know I enter so say subsidy gone. Now Nigeria is gone. Everything is gone. Now suffering. Now rampart. See, wickedness in high places. So we are tired of the system of the Jagaba-led presidency. They have to go. They handwrite things on the wall. They are wrong. 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 Let them go. Come 2027. I believe and I know their time is up. They must go. Because Nigeria is too big for this atrocity, injustice, suffering. Why? He's not the only president we have. We have many presidents. But now, under 2 years, everywhere is now in darkness. They turn the electric to candle. We are tired of them. Thank you.
If actually it is true, I think federal government should come out and mention the grand total of the money being disbursed individually to Nigerians. Two, federal government should come out and own it up. The kind of index from which the money could go get to everybody. There's a way you distribute money using people's data. You don't do it traditional way. You line up people sharing money, you will get it wrong. You should follow data, index. Listen, if you are to distribute to people living in Lagos, disburse to Lagosians, you pay into their accounts. You pay into their accounts from their NIN and make sure you don't pay 2 times.
You cannot just come out and say, let me share money to Nigerians. You've not told us the grand total of money. That is the principal. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. Then again, if you ask me what you told me earlier, are they not going to use this money to fix Nigeria? At least Nigeria debt. We have gone borrowing for how many years now? And I want you to remember actually the English adage that says, he that goes a borrowing goes a sorrowing, is an English adage. Listen and listen good. Instead of using this trillion or billions to give us to buy akamu, gari, apple, why not use that trillions, establish industries, manufacturing industries in every state of the federation and employ the youths? I'm of the opinion that if we have production companies all over Nigeria today, we will be better than United States. If we become a producer in Africa, I think all this money our politicians are spending, embezzling, wasting, throwing into their offshore accounts is enough to establish production companies across Nigeria, and that is going to help our Naira to grow. If I wake up early in the morning and begin my day with job, maybe I secure one along Obankran Avenue. I work like 3 hours. They pay me, let me say, 20,000. I have another schedule at Lagos Island. I go there. I work another 3 hours. 3 hours, 3 hours. That's 9 hours in a day. That is 60,000 naira, which is not up to $50. I think we are getting there. If it could be that way, then how are you going to share money to poor household? I read on the newspaper, they said they are going to distribute social amount of money to poor household. Which household are poor? Which households are rich? Okay, listen, madam, listen and listen good. There's no amount of money you are going to share among Nigerians today that is going to correct Nigeria's dilapidated economy. The economy has been dilapidated already. There's no how you can amend an economy that is not a production economy, an economy that consumes. We are running a consumption economy. Nigeria is buying, receiving, buying. We don't produce, we don't export. We are into consumption. Raw materials in Nigeria is no more. Why? The herders are disrupting agronomy. Agroeconomy is down. If you want to go today to venture into mechanized farming, you needed money to do that. And how do that? You do what? Procure land. The first thing to get, to put in place is land. How do you do it? When Fulani herders, killer herders are encroaching all over our land, across Nigerian farmlands, all over our topography. The herders from Mali, from Senegal, are encroaching, wielding AK-59. Who is going to farm? Nobody. Which is why I'm saying that raw materials needed is now not available because we can't cultivate one. The only available raw materials Nigeria have are natural raw materials, which are minerals. Minerals we actually mine from the ground. But the one that we could actually cultivate on the crust of the earth is written off because Fulani herders, they have invaded all the farmlands in Nigeria. So it is of no use sharing, distributing money as if money is cake. Money, you don't distribute money. You don't. You use money to build money. You use money to establish production, manufacturing companies and employ the people. You don't distribute money. Government that runs economy of distribution of money is a wasteful government. A government that is squandermania oriented, it can never be a good government. A squandermania oriented government has failed. We don't succeed when we embark on spending spree. You don't run economy like that. You use money, you invest into mechanized agriculture, mechanized farming. Agricultural irrigation can turn Nigeria 8. They cultivate Israel and Israel was green. Israel become green everywhere. They produce the largest grapes, lettuce, carrots. Everything is grown in Israel. A desert land in 1948 has become what? A green land currently. That is what money can do when you invest it into mechanized farming. So I advise federal government, use that money to fix Nigeria. Use that money and turn Nigeria into a production hub, agriculturally, economically, and otherwise. You don't share money, you don't distribute money. House to house. You build money. You use money to build money. You use money to build an economy that is bent on consumption. Beg economy. America beg, give us 200 techno, 9 billion. England beg, give us NATO manufactured bomb. We want to use and fight Boko Haram. No, you beg. Why not manufacture all these weapons within Nigeria? We have the potentials to do that. Now you are embarking on distribution of money, sharing money to households. Nigeria economy has failed because people that are in charge, they don't know what's up. Adigboroja people are managing Central Bank of Nigeria. Nigeria Ministry of Finance is managed by Adigboroja minister. He doesn't know it. They just appointed him based on compensation. The technical bench, economic bench, the technocrats, they are managed by cabals. Cabals, they don't know how to build economy. That's why Nigeria has gotten it wrong way. I'm not in support of distributing 322 billion naira disbursed it into Nigerians' account. No. If you share that money, Nigerians will use it and drink kai kai. Under 1 week, the money don't go. Kai kai is what is in vogue. It is in circulation, and that is what is making Nigerians happy. You are going to distribute money into our account. Everybody will use it, drink what? Local gin, kai kai. Use that money, build industries, manufacturing industries, employ youths in Nigeria. We don't support disbursement of money into people's account so that you will become Babanla. I want to try that. Babanla is nonsense. Babanla nonsense. Use money, build manufacturing companies so that Nigeria will still settle her international debts.